Have you been experiencing a cold or flu or what feels like the cold or flu? Well, it might not be a cold or the flu. It could be actually the ascension symptoms that you are experiencing. As the planet is shifting its frequencies and going into higher frequencies, the planet is moving upwards and it's taking us along with it. So our abilities are moving along and shifting and increasing along with it. So what are these superpowers that are increasing? Well, there are 6 of them that I'd like to chat about. And I'd like to also give you some energetic tools on how to go through some of these ascension symptoms. And also then what you can do to support yourself with these tools. Now, the first superpower is clairvoyance, and most of us have heard about clairvoyance. This is where you have the ability to clearly see things. Sometimes you might get some visions in your head that explain what is going on, or you might have just a memory of something. So usually it's related to visions. There's clairaudience. Clairaudience is when you hear. So you might hear a voice that says, do this, or hey, turn right instead of left, turn that way, go this way. That could be the clairaudience coming up. It can also come through by focusing and putting different thoughts in your head. So that's another form of clairaudience. Another tool is claircognizance. Claircognizance is when you just know something. The thought pops in your head, you might be doing something, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's what's going on. And I had a hit of clairaudience, and I don't know if you can tell, but it has affected me too. So I've been feeling these cold-like symptoms. Now, the claircognizance, it can be just a thought of all of a sudden you just know the reason why. These past few days, I've been tasting things that have, everything's been tasting very salty to me. And I was just thinking that it's just these, ascension symptoms. But then when I was cooking, it finally dawned on me, oh, wait, this isn't just regularly, tasting everything that is salty. What it actually was my clairgustance, which is my clear tasting ability. That actually was upgraded. So what happened was that was being upgraded, and so I was tasting it through saltiness. So that was just one symptom of my ability upgrading. Now, overall, in general, my claircognizance was upgrading, and that's why I'm feeling all the stuffiness and things like that. And everyone experiences it in different forms too. And we'll go over that in a moment. So we went over clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance, clairgustance, which is tasting, clairolfactance, which is smelling. Some people smell and clearly smell things, and that might trigger something. Sometimes if you're thinking of somebody, maybe you're thinking of somebody that had passed away, and then suddenly you smell their perfume. Well, that's a sign of clairolfactance. You can smell perfumes. It could be maybe they smoked in the past, so you can actually smell their smoke. You can also smell items. It could be like a rose, or maybe if you baked a lot of cookies in the past, you have that baked cookie smell. So there's a lot of different smells that trigger a lot of memories, and that's part of the clairolfactance. And then lastly, there's clairsentience, which a lot of people have been feeling, and that's clear feeling. Clairsentience is, for example, if you're walking into a room and you can just feel the tension or the unease, or you can feel the lightness of the room, or things like that. It's all about the feeling part of that. There's also like clear empathy, and that's some people categorize that under clairsentience. So it's part of the feeling. Clear empathy is feeling what other people feel. So if you've ever watched Star Trek Next Generation, Deanna Troi was an empath, and she would experience the emotions of the other person. And as an empath, you experience or feel the emotions that the other person has. So that would be clair sentience. Now, those are the 6 superpowers, or the 6 clairs, as I call them. And now there are a lot of energetic tools that can help you through, feeling when you're not feeling 100%. So one of my tools that I like to use all the time and every day lately, because I haven't been feeling 100%, is my body clearing techniques. I always clear my chakras to make sure that they are all strong. I always clear my the 12 meridians that are based on traditional Chinese medicine. And then I also clear my auric bodies. And there are several auric bodies. And these are the energetic bodies that live outside of our bodies. And then I also have other tools, such as going into each of the 12 body systems. I can look specifically into each of the systems. I can gauge how happy some systems are, and how optimized they are, and how well functioning they are. And then I clear those out as well. And those are all part of my proprietary body clearing system that I do use to help myself, my husband, other family members, my clients, to have an easier time body-wise and energetically wise to to obtain and maintain wellness. Some other tools that you might use are essential oils, which I had some essential oils diffusing in the background during the sleep times, and also during the day. You can mix different blends to help the issues. For example, my nose was a little stuffy, so I used some eucalyptus oil and another blend of oils that contain rosemary, lemon, lavender, peppermint. So depending on what your issue is, there are different essential oils that are really good and conducive for health. So if you have stuffy noses, then eucalyptus, peppermint, wintergreen is good. Camphor, that's another one that will clear out your sinuses pretty well. Depending on what else you're looking for, there's a lot of different choices in essential oils. And I don't sell any specific brands, so I just go with the kind that I choose and research. And there's so many brands out there. So you just find the brand that works well for you and that fits in your budget. And another thing that you must remember when you're not feeling 100% is to just remember to take it easy on yourself, lighten up. For example, you might see that I'm wearing this really fun, my snowman, my cozy snowman fleece. Enjoy yourself. Keep yourself warm and cozy. Do what makes it fun for you. I wasn't going to do a lot of laughing, because I would go into heavy coughing fits, but maybe watch some comedy, because laughter is the best medicine. So that's another tool. Watch funny, we were watching episodes of Family Guy to just laugh and be silly. And that is good for your soul, good for your spirit, good for your health. It gets things moving. I might get a lot of mucus moving and coughing and things like that, but it's getting it out and getting your system, energized, and it does move a lot of energy. So, watch something funny, do something funny, just be gentle on yourself. That's the big thing. So many of us are so used to, being so hard on ourselves that it's not helpful. When you're trying to push yourself to do, when all you want to do is relax and rest, that's what you really need to do. You need to listen to your body, slow it down. And I'm really bad about slowing down. I'm all about speed because I like to do a lot of things in double speed and things like that. But take a deep breath, slow down, listen to your body, and do what it wants you to do, whether it be resting, whether it be watching something funny, enjoying something that you don't usually enjoy. Just do something to take care of yourselves. So even though it might feel like this is a cold and flu, it's probably your abilities upgrading. And I know a lot of people that are going through this. So you're not alone. And if you do need some more energetic support, I can help you. I'm on the mend now, so I do have the ability still to, help clear you. I'm clearing myself. And the more support that you receive, the better. So if you do want support from me, I'd be happy to help you out. You can contact me at theellenlee.com. That's TheEllenLee.com. So you can always contact me there. You can contact me through Facebook. I'm under Ellen Lee. And just remember, just to take it easy, be good to yourself, and just relax and enjoy in the process.